Welcome to this week's lesson where I'm going to take you through the whole of I Shot the Sheriff by Bob Marley. You can get the PDF of this lesson by clicking the link below in the description of this video. There's a version with tab too if you'd like that. This is a really interesting bass line with a lot of space in it, and in some places it isn't what you'd expect rhythm wise. Aston Barrett, or Family Man as he was known, was Bob Marley's bass player, and he played this fantastic bass line. And if you want, you can get that classic sound that Family Man got by using flat wound strings, and also turn the treble down on your bass. I'm going to break this song down into the verse and the chorus, because once you know these two sections, then you can play the whole bass line. There are only small variations throughout the bass line. I'm going to play the chorus for you first, because this is how the song starts. So this is a little bit of an unusual way to start a bass line. So it starts on a B flat. We've got a B flat, D, G, G. So I play the B flat here starting on the 6th fret of the E string with my little finger, but you can try B flat on the A string 1st fret and play an open D. So B flat, open D, G, G, whatever you prefer. But I'll play it this way with the 6th fret of the E string. And there's a grace note before the top G. And you hammer on, so you play an F, and that's what I've written on the PDF, the small F, the small note, so F and then hammer on onto the G. So, and try and play that hammer on quite quickly. And we play from the G up to the C, so G, B flat, C, and we hammer on from the B flat to the C. G, B flat, C. So with me, slowly that bit, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. And we move on to the next two bars, and we've got D, F, D, F, D, G. So play the D with your 3rd finger, F with your 1st finger, and G with your 4th finger. And that's just after 1, so 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. And the way we count that with the bars, with the 2 bars before, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then the next 4 bars. So we've got different notes there, but the same rhythm. So we've got C, D, F, G, G. And then up to the C again. So really what changes are the first 4 notes of each 4 bars. So first of all we've got, and then next we've got, so, and then, so we're going to try the whole of the chorus with me. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. And that at the end there, there's a sort of swung reggae feel. So listen to that feel, make sure you're playing that the same. Now I'll play the whole verse for you so you can listen to that. So the first two measures of this verse, we've got E flat, D, G, D. And what we're doing, we're coming down using the octave, the fifth and the root for the E flat, and then just moving down the fret. So that again, that's octave, root, fifth. So, and then, and that is D, F, G, D, 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 D. So, so try that with me slowly. 3, 4. D, G, D. Again. And then when we do it the second time, this is the same, G, D. So the only difference there, instead of going D, D, we've got G, D. And then for the fifth and sixth measure, it's the same as the first and second. And then for the seventh and eighth measure, and then we're moving up to that E flat. So those two measures there, so that's D, C, D, and then E flat, and that's bar 18. We've got to that high E flat. Okay, so we're going to try the first 8 bars of the verse. So 3, 4. Bar 18. So make sure you get the PDF, because it's easy to keep track of what you're playing with that. And as I said before, it's got tab on that as well, and you can get that below in the description. So if we look from bar 18, so this, we're going to look at the last 4 bars of the verse. So we've stepped up to the E flat, B flat, E flat, D. So they're the last 2 notes of bar 17. So C, D, E flat, B flat, E flat, D. And then this bit. So G, D. So we're going to try that stepping up from the C, D, E flat. I'll count you 3 in. 1, 2, 3. E flat, D, G, and again. Once more. And then we've got the famous riff that everyone knows. And that's a pentatonic. A minor pentatonic, so. And make sure you get that rhythm right. So you've got these triplets here first. You can hear that. What you're actually doing is you're fitting 3 quarter notes into what is actually 2 quarter notes. They're called triplets, so you're fitting 3 over 2. And then triplets. But you can hear what that sounds like by listening to the track. So we'll try the whole of the verse. 3, 4. That's the whole of the verse. Now the song just goes chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, and repeats like that. But each time you play the verse, there's a slight variation, normally around bars 8, 9 and 10. So each time you play the verse, there's a slight difference. So from the second verse, so there's a sort of rhythmic variation there. So each verse has something slightly different in those bars, in bars 8, 9 and 10 of each verse. So you can get that from the PDF. Now when we get to the last chorus, you just repeat the last 4 bars of that chorus round and round again. So that just gets repeated round and round. So that's everything for the song, and if you work through it with a PDF, you'll be able to work the little differences out, but it's basically mainly those 2 sections there. Another thing to note is when you play with the track, the tuning's sort of in between notes, so you might have to tune down slightly. It's not a semitone or a half step down, it's just somewhere in between. So when you play it might sound not quite right. So that's just the way they tune for the recording. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. It's a really fun bass line to play once you've learnt it. And this video is for my bass line breakdown series. So have a look in that playlist and you might find some other bass lines you want to learn. And there's also my 5 classic reggae bassline video, and that's number 60. Please like and share this video, and feel free to comment below if you want any help or if you just want to let me know of any other reggae songs that you'd like me to do. Remember to subscribe to Greg's Bass Shed here on YouTube, and also you can check out my website gregsbassshed.com. I've got loads more bass resources over there and lots of help to help you if you're a beginner or intermediate bass player. So I've got all the links below in the description here. So I've got links to my Facebook and my Instagram as well, and there's loads of stuff in the description, so go and have a look at that. I'll see you in the next video. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed.